This gentleman goes by the name of Colt Keith. He's a third baseman for the Detroit Tigers, currently affiliated with the High A. He's 6'3", 211 pounds. He's 21 years old. He was drafted in 2020 in the 5th round, 132 overall. In 2021, he had 224 at bats. His average was 286, OBP of 396, and a slugging of 393. 2 home runs, 4 stolen bases. Not a lot of stuff here. Just kind of a ho-hum sort of deal going on. Not a whole lot of power. He did wind up in High A in his first year, which is, it's notable that he came through 3 different levels in 224 at bats. In 2022, he repeated High A. He recorded another 193 at bats. He batted 301, had an OBP of 370, slugging 544, and we're getting into that OPS, that OPS that we like of 914. So anything above 9 is notable. We want to start getting excited and figure out what's going on. You get over 1, and then we get really excited. But he did add 9 home runs, 3 triples, 14 doubles, and 4 stolen bases. I have to admit, and this is shameful to me because I am a Detroit Tigers fan, I didn't know who Colt Keith was. What do you got on Colt Keith?
Well, he's an interesting one because he has been getting some hype this offseason, and I'm sort of with you. I'm not like, I don't know that I'm seeing that quite as much as other people are. I think he had a pretty solid season.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to highlight he played in the Arizona Fall League this year, and there he did really well. And maybe this is where part of some of that hype is coming from, but he had 344 with a 463 OBP and a 541 slugging percentage in 80 plate appearances. And he walked as much as he struck out. That's a pretty good Arizona Fall League showing right there.
Against topped prospects.
Against some top talent. So that could be a big part of where the hype is coming from. Scout the Statline is seeing him above Josh Young. I wouldn't place it like that personally. I think Young has a little more of a exciting potential in front of him than I see from Colt Keith. But Colt Keith looks like a fairly steady performer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're going to get from him. He draws a comp to Lonnie Chisenhall.
Okay.
You remember Lonnie Chisenhall?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lonnie Chisenhall, also a third baseman, was known for having a really nice stroke, and he never quite fully put it together at the major league level. It looks like his career ended in 2018, so he's a relatively recent player.
Yeah.
He came up, he debuted in 2011. He actually put together a fairly decent career. He hit 268 over his 7 years or 8 years in the major leagues. His slugging and his OPS were lower than what I think people hoped for when they saw that swing.
Sure.
Does that remind you of anyone, by the way?
Maybe Valera?
George Valera.
Yeah.
But overall in his career, he was a 268 hitter with a 320 OBP and a 427 slugging percentage. That's the comp that they're seeing for Colt Keith. I do believe that Lonnie Chisenhall was a more well-regarded prospect than Colt Keith is. So if he achieves that, that's probably a good outcome. If he exceeds it, then that's even better.
Yeah. So I am saying for Colt Keith, open your eyes, start watching him. I have no idea what he is. Right? Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him on my watch list, and I'm going to see what he does during the season. And if he gets a little bit hot, maybe I'm going to go get some shares.
Yeah, he doesn't strike out a lot for a young guy in High A. It's a solid. He doesn't walk a ton either, but it's not bad. His plate approach is a little better than Josh Young, and I think that's probably why he's ranked above him. But the power potential seems a little bit lower. STS gives him a 60 for his hit tool compared to Young, who had a 50. 50 for power compared to Young, who had a 60. And then they're both slow. So
Yeah.
low average speed.
We're gonna see a few slow guys here.
Slow guys in the hot corner.
They're there for a reason.
That's right.
Colt Keith.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and of course visit our website, scoutthestatline.com for more.